Hi, I'm the author of Easel, a clojure-powered IDE, and today I'd like to demo a feature I call Instarepl. For a few years now, I've had this tool called Spreadsheet that I use. It's not a really great name, but the main thing that it shares with spreadsheets is that um, as you change the values in the spreadsheet, it updates you can see the updated value, and let me change this to a range here. You can drag values around. Um, and if you have dependent values, so here we're getting the nth element from this range, as we change the value, it updates all the dependencies. So this has been really useful. I've used it a lot for data analytics where you get a big mess of data and you want to explore it, and you don't necessarily know what you have until you explore it. So this is a really great way to incrementally um, write data analysis on these larger data sets. However, there's been a few problems that I've had where I don't use as often as I would like. And the reason for that is that these code editors are a little bit underpowered. So there's no par edit, there's no parentheses balancing, indentation, autocomplete. The key bindings are not great. And another issue is that there's just a lot of little boxes. So you end up using the mouse a lot, and the mouse feels like it's getting in the way. You can change the namespace that all the forms are evaluated in, but that also is kind of clunky and requires extra work. And so what I've been working on is a feature called Instarepl. So here I've also have another project called clojure, which is a code editor written in Clojure, and it's got all the features of a normal Clojure code editor, syntax highlighting, autocomplete, inline evaluation, and yeah, it kind of does all the stuff that you would expect from a code editor. And so what I've added is a feature called autocomplete or Instarepl. And so as I type, you can see all these values change. So here, there's the value A, and if I change the value A, you can see +1A changes along with it. And I don't typically, so this is a source file, and so I don't typically do my scratch work in the source file itself. And so what I usually do is I have another key binding to open up a new blank REPL. And as you can see, this runs in the same namespace as this source file that I use the key binding in. So if I call foo here, you can see that it returns 42. Let me paste in some code so you don't have to listen to me type it in, but it also works with infinite lazy sequences, potentially a large value. So this is like, has a bunch of stuff in here. And not only can it visualize data, you can also give it views. So this is actually a view of the text editor. So this is a UI. This is the text editor is the function that returns a view for the editor. And you can see kind of as we build up the editor that gets visualized, you can visualize it inline in the editor to see what that looks like. This editor didn't have a language, it was just a text editor, so there's no syntax highlighting. But if we add syntax highlighting, you can see what that looks like. Yeah, so if we set it to JSON, you can see that it does syntax highlighting there, and we can make sure that works well. And this has been really useful to be able to develop code, write a bunch of functions with data, and then it's kind of like the comment blocks, but just having it update as you type makes it really convenient to try things out quickly. And it's Instarepl is just like REPL, but with even faster, tighter feedback loop. And it might seem like updating on every keystroke might be dangerous, like you might get into trouble, but the fact that almost all Clojure is immutable values and pure functions, I've been doing this for a few years now, and you can actually get away with quite a lot, and you don't get into trouble as much as you might think. Um, But yeah, that's what I've been working on, and I'm not sure if people are interested in these small feature demos, but if you are, let me know, and I'll make more of them. If not, that's cool too. But anyway, thanks for watching.